This afternoon, we're doing an interview with Avi Abrams. And I've known Avi for, gosh, probably about 5 or 6 years now. It's been a while. He is the author of a blog called Dark Roasted Blend. This blog draws about 50,000 people a day, 50,000 page views a day, over 1 million per month. To put that in perspective, that means more people per day are going and connecting with Avi, what Avi's doing online, than are watching the CBC Calgary local news. Quite a few more, actually. About 4 times as many. His blog is in the top 500 blogs of Technorati. Technorati rates blogs worldwide. He's actually now in the top 300. To put that in perspective, my personal blog is 1.5 million. The blog site that the video from these events go onto is 3.5 million. So to be in the top 300 bloggers in the world is phenomenal. I imagine it probably puts you having right into the top #1 guy in Western Canada. So it's really exciting to have him here and to be able to ask him some questions. And he's a very interesting, diverse kind of guy, and I don't know where we're going to go in the interview today. I know that he's suffering from a cold, so don't ask him how he feels. Before I get him up here, I just kind of randomly searched some other blog sites that reference Avi's site. Just ones that are connected to him, because there's a lot that have connected to what he's doing. And I wanted to read you a few of those random ones that I just pulled up. This one here says, Dark Roasted Blend is just plain weird. With everything from strange cute animals, gotta love those baby hedgehogs, to how not to drive your tank, to photos of ecran plans, to strange third-right beehive bomb shelters. Another blogger has followed his blog and said, recently I found a really cool blog called Dark Roasted Blend. As its own motto says, it's a collection of all sorts of weird and wonderful things. He goes on to say, I seriously recommend you check out this site. It's just so good. Another random site I pulled says under the title of Weird and Wacky Equals Fun, today's way cool blog is Dark Roasted Blend. The caption at the top reads all sorts of weird and wonderful things updated daily. This caption is so true. Where does blogger Avi Abrams find such weird and wacky images? With categories for nearly everything under the sun, you could spend hours and hours laughing your way through this amazing blog. So, without further ado, I'm real excited to invite Avi up to come and grab a seat and So, Avi, let me ask you to start off, where do you find all these weird and wacky images?
You'd be surprised to know that internet is, well, you know that the internet is really big. Mm-hmm. It's a huge place. And obviously, I go to the places that everybody else goes, but I also go to some unusual and hard to find places in the countries that less visited, for example, like Russia and France and Italy and Japan. I have a few links that I check every day, and I get not just images but whole ideas, the news from these kind of sites. And of course, I've seen so much. I've been on the internet 12 years.
Wow.
So
you're kind of a pioneer.
Exactly. So pretty much know what people have seen before and what is brand new that they haven't seen.
So, if I understand it right, Thrilling Wonder, the kind of set of sites that you sort of started out as a bit of a family thing, place to put vacation photos and music and books and movies that you thought were cool, and it started out as a bit of a family thing, and then it just has gone through the roof in terms of popularity. How did that happen? How did a family blog become sort of a media phenomenon?
That's totally fascinating to me, because it all happened only in a little more than half a year. We had the blog as a personal thing for a year, and also I had this little science fiction catalog of stuff that I had read for quite some time on the web, but it didn't really get many hits or anything. It was completely a hobby thing. And then I realized that I would like to have a place on the web where I could go and where I can be entertained in a clean, pure, and thrilling way that you don't get if you go to even Boing. Let's say, like, if you go check out Boing, right? You don't get that impact of imagery in there. You don't get that wide format. And I decided to do the web reviews called Dark Roast of the Land. That is the title that my beautiful wife came up with. Because she observed me always at the coffee shops, always having espressos, right? So when I asked, okay, how should you call this blend of incredible things that are kind of brought together? Well, of course, it's Dark Roast of Espresso thing. It's kind of exciting. And so the first issue of Dark Roast Land went online in October 25th. And then after that, just kept plugging away like every day. And with every article that appeared there, got more readership.
I don't know, do you want to give us a little tour of the site? We're actually live right on the site right now. You know how to use the media.
Well, I update every day, and sometimes it's not just me who updates it. We also are asking for some co-bloggers to appear and participate in our site. Today, for example, it's a link latte, which is the compilation of some cool links here. And then every day there is an article which
Might have to just put it on your page.
yeah. Okay. For example, cool computer case mods article. That shows different modifications of PCs. And these images come sometimes from a Russian side, sometimes from the Japanese side. For every image we ask permission to post it.
Wow.
Just about every image. If it's not in the public domain, then if we post more than 2 or 3 images per article, we ask in writing.
Okay. So how much time does it take you then? That sounds like a pretty laborious process sometimes. How much time does it take you to maintain this blog, to be updating daily?
Yeah, quite a lot of time. Of course, to make the article in the evening probably takes 4 hours. But also it helps that I can type really quick, because I'm a piano player. So my fingers, they just type away on the keyboard. So that helps with this. And also I run a few scripts that automate that process. But for the emails and for the communication with people. And I do try to answer every email that comes in.